What's up, guys? So I'm back at the storage unit here. Appreciate y'all watching my videos and checking out the Formula YouTube channel. Got the car back. Came back from Road Atlanta to Birmingham, Alabama on Sunday. Been a hell of a weekend, man. It was a life-altering experience. I'll tell you that I've been bit by the track bug. The guys at the racetrack told me that it was going to happen as soon as that car hit the track, and I'm sold, man. And I can't wait to get back out there again. And I just want to say thanks to all the people that helped and all the people involved. At the last minute, we got this call from Brian Phillips at Maxxis. He's like, hey man, bring this thing out. Car's crazy. We want to hear it on the track. It was at SEMA. Time to prove this thing. No more excuses. Keep telling everybody it's going to be done soon. Get it out there. Just run it around the track. And I'm like, dude, I don't have this done. I don't have that done. I don't have brake pads that I want. I don't have the aero set up the way I want it to. He's like, dude, just shut up. Bring the car out here and freaking run it around the track. And it doesn't matter. Just run it. I'm like, okay, we're going to do it. So I call my friend Brian Leonard, super crazy, awesome driver, girlfriend Cheyenne, Hunter Powell, and last minute these guys come through. Tremendous amount of help. Put the car together, stick it in the, in the trailer that, by the way, Chase McMaster from Chase Bays rented out to us, which was awesome. By the way, we have his brake booster eliminator on the car. Runs absolutely phenomenal. No issues on the racetrack. A lot of people said that would probably be an issue, manual brakes. Guess what? It worked absolutely freaking fantastic. So I want to thank Chase for all of his help. There was another technical video on here where people were afraid of manual brakes, and we went through the process and talked about it. And I'll tell you what, they work great. The only thing is we didn't have the pads that we wanted on the car. We had street pads, so we had to take it easy. A lot of people in the video are like, well, why wasn't he ripping down the straightaway? Why is he letting off the throttle? And that's primarily why. When you got street pads on the car, you don't want to fade out and then hit a wall because you can't stop going in the gravel pit. So it's just like, we made do with what we had. And now we got the data and everything we need. We know we want to increase the spring rate on the car a little bit, keep it from scrubbing. We're going to put the DTC 70 brake pads on it, get rid of these street pads, and make a few little tweaks to the aero. We're going to stiffen up the rear wing a little bit. And this baby's ready to rock. So we're going to talk with Brian Leonard later this week, see his thoughts on the car and what he felt like driving it. But so that's a wrap on that. Now I just want to talk about, in general, what it means to me to have gone to the racetrack, what it was an experience for me. And I'm not really one to talk to the camera much, so I figured I'd fill you guys in on my thoughts. To me, the racetrack was like life-changing, like I said. I guess the most amazing thing is, in 2019, the internet is like, one of the biggest things in the world. Everything is about Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and followers and your channel and all this stuff. And, many times it's as if people are doing things and creating things. I don't want to say for the wrong reasons, but there's like, everything is so result based, like, let me make this and do that and put out this content because I'm trying to achieve a certain result. I'm trying to get a certain amount of attention or garnish a certain amount of likes or money or whatever, and I don't want to say the world is fake, but it really can be. People can be doing things for reasons other than creation, pure and utter creation, and when you get to the racetrack, all that bullshit goes out the window. It all becomes about, what kind of guts do you have and why are you really here? If you're a fake person and you're at the racetrack and you're trying to go out there and pose and pretend, well, guess what? Your shit's not going to run right. It's going to catch on fire. It's going to blow up. People are going to get hurt. You're not going to perform well, right? Or you're going to chicken out and you're not going to do it. It's a proving ground. If you're there to play. And if you're going to get out there on the stage where there's all these cars flying by on one of the scariest tracks in the world, Road Atlanta, you got to have some balls, man, because you put all this work and all this sacrifice and all this money into a car and your life, and you're going to go out there and drive it. And so let me tell you, like, I met this guy, Ben Mitch and Sebastian. These guys came down from Chicago, dude, to freaking Road Atlanta, one of the hardest tracks in the world, where there's no room to bail out. You just hit walls and you ball up and you get hurt. Okay, they practice on their video game, right, on their racing rig. They come out here on the first time and they run, in the 130s in an RX-7 wide body, pristine, painted, amazing. Body lines are just impeccable. RX-7, you probably saw in the video, right? And I'm just like, God, that's so amazing, because I'm not used to seeing that kind of sacrifice, and these guys love it. They live for it. And it's just freaking amazing. And it's like when you see someone that believes in what they're doing so strongly, and puts that degree of sacrifice and mentality into something, works day in, day out, puts all their money into it, is working in a place like this, just busting their ass every day, and drives across the country and then just goes full send. You're like, hell yeah, dude. Like, I totally feel normal now. I don't feel crazy for doing what I'm doing, and it's just so inspiring, man. And these guys were so helpful. They helped us fix a few issues on the car so we could get out on the track last minute. And, everyone was so amazing, man. It was so real. It's like people were actually interested in you for you. They're like, wow, glad that you came out here to join us. Glad that you take interest in our sport. How cool of you to have interest in what we're doing, and let's all hang out. Freaking cool, man. Not about Instagram and YouTube and likes and, sponsor money and stuff like that. It's just about real world people doing real stuff, and it's just the greatest feeling ever. And so I want to encourage everyone, go out to the racetrack. And and you little commenters that are saying, hey, look, why did the driver go 4/10? Why wasn't he wide open throttle in the back straightaway? And what's the point of that car, and the turbo's so big there's no power band, and the owner's just a big wuss because he won't even drive it himself. To all you guys are a bunch of losers, man. I'm telling you that, because I have fun and I enjoy every aspect of this. And it takes a lot of sacrifice to put someone else in a car that you've been working on for 3 years. And it also takes putting your ego down, because I know that I can't drive a car at 10/10 that has 1,100 horsepower on a racetrack. But I know that there's one guy that can, Brian Leonard, and he's a badass. And I'm so thankful that he was willing to risk his life to drive this car and show what it's capable of. And the way I see it is like, not everything has to be result based, man. This car isn't intended to make you look cool or go fast or, appear to be great, larger than life. The car is here because it's a sacrifice. It's something that I do on a day-to-day basis. I love coming here Friday nights at 10 o'clock at night and working till 4 a.m., coming up with little things, and adding little things and engineering things and talking to people and hanging out with people and asking questions and getting on the RX-7 club. Nobody sees any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They think that everything that's done and that everything that people do is for some result, for a certain amount of money or a certain amount of exposure. And it's not that way, dude. It's not that way. So a lot of you guys that are negative out there and you're ruining the fun for everybody, wake up and smell the roses, man, because there's a world out here that you can experience. And you need to encourage people to go out to the racetrack and take risks and work their ass off and try new things and build crazy cars. Don't tell people that it's not possible. Don't tell people that it's never going to run. Don't tell people that they're not going to have enough money to do it or not enough followers or that they don't matter. Tell people, hell yeah, man, that's badass what you're doing. Encourage people to go out there and try things, and it's an amazing world out there if you step outside the computer and you do it for the right reasons. And you can always tell who's doing it for the wrong reasons and the right reasons when you meet them in person. And I'll tell you right now, every single person that I met at that track was an awesome person, man. Chelsea Denofa, one of the pro drifters, just gave us an oil pump to pump some oil back into our transmission. He said we could use whatever we needed. That's just so cool, man. You know what I mean? No bullshit, just cool. And everyone was like that to me at the track, and I just have a lot of respect and appreciation for all the people that were out there this weekend. I think Gridlife is an amazing platform, really cool program, and I hope this stuff sticks around. I hope people keep doing this, because I don't know what I would do in life if this didn't exist, if this outlet didn't exist. This is the most fun, most rewarding thing I've ever done. It took me 3 years to build this car. It cost me $180,000, and this is where I work. I drive a shitty truck to work. I wear Walmart clothes. I have Harbor Freight tools. It's not about being fancy and showing off and trying to act like some badass. It's about working your ass off and having respect for other people and sharing and trading inspirations, and then going out and taking risks and watching your friends and watching the audience enjoy the experience, man. That's what it's about. It's about creating an instrument, building a guitar or a violin and giving it to a musician to play, And that's what this is, man. This is my violin. This is my guitar. and Brian Leonard is the musician, you know, and we can't wait to go out and make some more music on the racetrack. And we're going to be hitting Barber shortly. Going to try to go out there and maybe set a record, man. And I think this car is going to be very competitive and very fast. And I think a lot of you guys are going to be surprised when he wails down on that throttle. Keep in mind that was just a shakedown. The idea was to go in and be cool as a cucumber, take it easy on the throttle, look at all the gauges. The guy did an absolute phenomenal job. I'm extremely proud of my friends. I'm proud of everyone in this community for doing every part that they played in this car. And I couldn't be thankful enough at the results. Zachariah, Clint Richardson, Walker Morgan. Too many names to list, man. Too many names to list. You know, Speed South and Cameron and Hunter and, you know, all these guys from around town that have helped out. Absolutely phenomenal. And I couldn't be more thrilled, more happy with the performance that the car made. Too good to be true, man. And so I love you guys. Thanks for following. We're going to have some more content coming up. You know, I'm not one to talk to the camera, but, you know, everyone's been so amazing and so awesome that I have to be personal and thank you guys. And you guys have a good night, and we'll talk with you soon.